Thank you, Vishnu, Rachna, Sara, Roman. Okay, Surya, everybody is here. Let me to start running notes here. Okay. Okay. I'm just opened running notes and scrolling down. Anybody, any questions from QTP classes, whatever we have discussed? So far, 3 classes for automation is completed. Any questions? Anybody? It is December 14th. We are very close to Christmas and many people already started holiday parties. Okay. Today's class is meant for people who are interested in QTP automation. If you are applying for a manual tester class, this may not be required for you. You see, there is a reason we have very minimum number of people are here. Everybody is not interested in QTP automation. We have limited number of people only are interested. Okay, so grab that opportunity and stand first in the job market. If you know QTP very well, it is easy to get the job compared to any other person. Here Sarah is asking the properties for IEs are stored as web tables, web elements, etc. How do we get to know for other browsers? Okay, other browsers also same thing. It is not depending on the browser, Sarah. It's depending on the application. Whether it is if you wanted to work on Firefox, you need to install separate add-ins. Firefox, maybe I don't know what version you are using. If it is required, it is not straightforward. It will not support as it is. You need to get the patches from the HP guys. HP people will give you the patch if you pay the customer support cost. We already discussed what is meant by customer support cost. In real time, that is available only for people who paid the customer support cost. It is not available as a part of free trial version. Okay, let us get started. Anybody, any other questions before starting today's session? Okay, no questions. Let me to write today. What do you mean by parameterization? In the real time, how we do the parameterization? Of course, I know that you all people did practicals. I have requested to do the practical 3 times. QTP practical, all of you guys did it, right? So in that already parameterization is explained, but the methods, whatever I explained here for parameterization is much simpler, comparatively whatever is there in this tutorial. So let us discuss about parameterization. We will discuss this parameterization based on multiple styles. Okay, 3-4 styles are there. Let me to go through that one. Before that, I would like to open QTP 11 tutorial. Okay. In this QTP 11 tutorial, you have parameterizing the text. One chapter is here. Chapter number 8. You already did it. You are familiar. What is the purpose of parameterization? To avoid the hard-coded values. Parameterization is used to replace the hard-coded values. How we can do it? There are multiple methods are there. Number 1, first one is that supply the test data from data table. This is one method. Second method is that read test data from Excel sheet. Excel sheet. That means external means it is not a part of the QTP. So this is another method. The other one, third one is that import Excel to data table and supply test data from data table. Okay, there are three major methods are there. So in real time, we may be using either number 2 or number 3 methods. First method we will not use, but however, first method is already embedded in this one. First method is already embedded in the third method. So we have to learn all the 3 methods. This is required only if you are trying to apply for what is the job title? QTP Automation Engineer. If your job title is manual tester, it is not required to know. Today the class, whatever I am explaining today, is meant for people who are interested in QTP automation only. Everybody, it is not required. Okay, great. So let us discuss about 3 methods. So the class, whatever I am explaining, this I am recording now, and in case if you miss this one, you can play back the video, download the video and play back it, and do the practical before attending the next class. Every day practicals are very important. Whatever I explain here every day, the file I will be uploading into the website so that you can download that and do the practical. Okay, let me to open QTP. So I think still I have some queries from some of you guys. I want to do the practical, but I am not able to. I don't know how to use QTP. So how to use QTP? Once you come to this go to training, join in the go to training, then click on this icon for virtual machine. Then you will go into the QTP machine. Just click on this icon, QTP November 16th. Okay, this is Windows XP Professional box. This is virtual machine, Windows XP Professional. Okay, let me to open QTP. This is available in all programs, HP Quick Test Professional and HP Quick Test Professional. Now QTP will be opened. Then if you see this kind of warning, just click on continue button. I have 3 add-ins are selected. Let me to click on OK button. Okay, great. You see here. Okay. Just I am adjusting this here. Okay. Now this is the editor area. You see this is the data table. In case if you are not able to see the data table, how to open the data table? Click on view on the data table. View on the data table. I think currently it is available, right? If you click once again, if you click it, it will be disappeared. If you want to see it, click on view on the data table. Here from the data table, you wanted to supply the test data to the script. Okay, let us record one thing. We need a manual test case. What is a manual test case? I am able to log into the flight reservation application. I think we have already one manual test case. Okay, this is the manual test case. Let me to copy paste again that in today's running notes. Here, this is a manual test case. Did we save this test case last time? Same test case we automated. Did we save it? Anybody remember? Yes. What is the file name? What is the file name? Anybody remember? test 1, right? December 1 is the December 1 or December or folder, I think test 1. Okay, let me see where is that one, you know. Let me to go to my file structure. In the December folder. Oh, you see this. What is this? Test 1. Test 1 is a folder. Okay. Double click on it. I'm seeing something, you know, action 0, action 1, result 1. I think the result 1, I saved the result file, I guess. Okay. I don't know, so many files I am seeing here. Where is my QTP file? Well, let us see what is there in action 1. Okay. Action 1, what is there? Double click on it. Here I have something like snapshots. What are all these snapshots? I think these are all the photos taken at the time of execution. Active screen, do you remember in the active screen, we have some photos, right? Those photos are saved here. Okay, let me to go back. Object repository, I think your object repository is here. What is this script.mts? Script.mts, what is this? I think Mercury test script file, is that right? MTS means Mercury test script file, I guess. Well, let me to open this one. What is there here? Double click on it. No, it's not able to identify what is MTS because it's not a standard format. It's not Windows standard format. Okay. Let me to select the program from the list. Okay. Select a notepad and okay. Oh, okay. You see, this is the script, I guess. Okay, I think I am seeing some junk characters also here. You see, what is this? I think this is related to that active screen reference. See, this is the reference to active screen. I think it is picking the active screen snapshots from this location. Okay, how I can open QTP script? No, this is not the right way of opening the QTP script. It is not the right way. From where I can open the QTP script? You can open only from QTP. From QTP only you can open the script. Okay, how to open? Let me to click on open folder, click on open. Okay, where did I save? I think December folder, right? December, selected December. Oh, this is not a folder, it is a text. You see text 1 icon. Have you seen this icon text 1? Whereas what I am seeing here in this is that a folder. If I see from the Windows file system, it is showing as a folder. It is showing as a folder, whereas it is showing as a file here. Okay, let me click on open. Okay, what is it? Okay, that's fine. Some warning is there. Okay, this is expected behavior. If I load some, if some of the add-ins are not loaded or something, okay, that's fine. Okay, I have clicked on close. Oh, you see, this is the script. So just compare this with whatever you are seeing here. Now, in the notepad and this script, just try to compare. What is the difference? Okay, right now, you know, there is some of you are repeating the class. This is the power of repetition, you know. Class, if you repeat it, Definitely it is a kind of benefit. See line number 2, are you able to see this one, line number 2? No, right? This is this corresponds to active screen. Okay, let me to show you. Line number 2, where is my active screen? Okay, here I have the active. If you click on active screen here, where is that? Is it loaded? 1 second. Why active screen is not loaded? I don't know, due to some reason. What happened to active screen? It is not loaded. Okay, no problem. So due to some reason it is not loaded. I will see it why it is not loaded. Somebody might modify some settings. Okay, so what we understood is that basically to open the QTP script, you can open only from QTP only. You can be able to open it. So you cannot read the QTP script will be saved as a folder, not the file. QTP script is saved as a folder. In this folder, you have so many things like data table. You know, this is this Excel sheet. Okay, let me open this Excel sheet. Double click on this Excel sheet. Okay, see global and action one. In global and action one, you are seeing this one, right? So let me to say that let me to enter something here in the data table. You see here in this data table, I am saying that Roman I have entered. Save it. Okay, Roman I have saved it. What happens if you go to text and double click on this Excel sheet? You can find Roman in this one. See Roman value you are able to see. It is there. It corresponds to column A in the data table. In the data table you have column A, right? A and Roman you are able to see. If I say Mercury as the username and password is Mercury, you can if I save it, I can see that I have saved it. Let me to open this Excel sheet. Oh, it didn't save. Why it didn't save? Okay, now I think last time I did not see Mercury. Yes, we can do it vice versa also, sir. It's not a problem. You can do the practical. But in real time, we will not do like this. The reason we always try to open from here only. If somebody asks in the interview, how do you open the QTP script? Answer is that open from the QTP only. Not only this object repository. Okay, this is the object repository, right? This object repository is saved as a separate file in this folder. You see here in the action one. In action one, you can find the object repository, right? This is the object repository. And snapshots, that means active screens are available here. This is the actual script. If you have any resources, you can find them there. You know, we will discuss about resources later. Resources means your function libraries or something else. MTR, that is a reference, Microsoft test reference files. QTP script means quick test, professional test, that's right. So after completing of the daily practicals, what I will do? I will zip this folder. Okay. If I do some practical here, you need to. It is nice to have this code with you, right? The code, whatever you are seeing this one, this code. If you have this one, you can be able to do the practical. So whatever I will do after completing the practical, I will zip this folder and upload to my website. Okay. Why I am zipping it? The reason is that I cannot upload the folder. folders cannot be uploaded. So that is the reason what I will do. I will zip it, and this zipped file I will be uploading. So what you have to do, you need to unzip the file. If you unzip it, you will get the folder, right? If you unzip it, you will get the file, and you can open that unzipped file from QTP and do practical whatever you want. Okay, here Sarah is saying that why I am seeing many junk objects in object repository even though I choose to navigate and learn only certain objects. You will not see any junk objects, Sarah. If you click some object, then only it will be recorded. So start observing it. You started. We will discuss that once again by end of the class. After fourth week or fifth week, just let us revisit your question. Okay, so now the class, let me to delete it. It is not required. The result file, whatever, and the result, at the end, the QTP script will have the result, right? That script is saved in this result file. I have asked to save that in the result one. Yes, Bobby, you want me to reopen from here? Is that the case? Okay, you want me to reopen. Okay, let me to close it. Let me to close file new. File new means it is closed. File new means it is closed. You have asked me to reopen the file. Click on open button. Click on open and test one. And open. That's it. Close this error dialog. Okay, if this is the procedure for opening the file saved in the local machine or Windows machine. If the script is saved in the Windows machine or Explorer, Windows Explorer, this is the procedure. In general, in your company, if you have the quality center, in big companies you have the quality center. If there is a case, you will be saving the script in quality center, not in the local machine. You see, this is the Windows. This is the Windows box. Where did I save? C drive. C drive or somewhere, right? Real time. If your company decided to use quality center, save that only in quality center. The final script. Temporarily at the time of development, it is okay. At the time, while script is under development, save in the local machine. If the script, once the script is ready, you have to upload only in the quality center as per the best practice. We will discuss that in future classes, how to upload the QTP script in quality center and how to run the scripts from the quality center. Okay, here Mercury is hard-coded value, is that right? Here Mercury is hard-coded value. I don't want to hard-code the value in the QTP script. This password is also hard-coded. Okay, so to avoid this one, we can use the parameterization. Some methods are explained in the tutorial. Okay, the method whatever is explained in the tutorial is meant for babies. You are an expert. You are a QTP expert. So QTP experts, I strongly recommend to use the method whatever I tell you. You know that there are 20 frequently asked, frequently used functions. We are discussing that there are 20 frequently asked functions. I think you have already received all of those things, and we will be using one of them here for doing the parameterization. If you are not able to remember that code, just you can find that code from the help file. We can see that one. Okay, so let me to copy this code and I will reuse it. Mercury is hard coded, right? Okay, no, I don't want to use Mercury here. I wanted to. Okay, sorry. Let me to not to disturb the original line. This is the original line. For our reference, I need a original line. What I will do, I will copy this line and paste in one more next line. Comment the first original line. Comment means put a single quote. If you put a single quote, that line will not be executed. You see, color is changed. When I put a single quote, let me to redo it. Put a single quote in front of that line. That line will be commented. This will be considered as a non-executable line. Okay, fine. So let me to, before that, I want a username, right? So I am saying that my username is a variable. VB scripting, we are learning, we have slowly started the VB scripting. My username is one of the variable. Okay, my variable is available in here in the data table. For example, if I am able to get the value from here, okay, so here instead of Mercury, let me to use a different user, like I wanted to use Saim as the username. Instead of Mercury, I wanted to substitute Saim. So where is Saim? Oh, okay, in column A. Column A is not giving any meaning. Let me say this is the username column. So how I can modify this column A? Double click on column A. Double click here. Some dialog box came. What is this dialog box? Okay, let me to say username. Username is the column name. Click on OK. Oh, okay. See, this is modified. This is modified. Column B is password, right? Double click on column B. Okay, this let me to say password field. Okay. Okay, so username and password I wanted to supply from this line to the script. So my username, what is my username? My username, where is that username? This is there in the data table, right? Username is there in the data table. Okay, open bracket. Sorry. One second. This is the column name is that username. There are two sheets are there, global and action one. You are already aware of what is the difference between global and action because you did practical 3 times, right? QTP practical, everybody has completed that exercise. You are very well aware of what is meant by global sheet and local sheet. I need not to explain you guys. So this is there in the data table DT global sheet. Or let me to say that global is similar to global variables and local variables within VB scripting. Okay, from the global, what I am trying to say, get my username available in the data table from column username. This is the available user. This is there in the global sheet. Okay, let me to substitute this value of my username in this location. Okay, instead of this, if I give 1 second. Now you can compare line number 3, 4 and 5. It is easy, right? It's not so hard. Similarly, my password. My password this is available in the data table. Remember, this code you will be using at least 20 times in a day. The code, whatever I am writing, every day we will be using if your job title is QTP Automation Engineer. No need to worry if you are a manual tester. If something is flying away, don't worry. Oh, okay. So my password is available in password. What is my password? Okay, well, my password value, I think we have to put here, right? Okay, my password, what is my password? I don't want to expose my password to anybody. Sometimes in our company you may use your network user ID and password to log into certain kind of applications. If you wanted to maintain confidentiality, you can encrypt the password. So previously my password was encrypted. Were you able to understand what is the meaning of that password? No, because that was encrypted. QTP only can decrypt that password. So if I say Mercury, everybody will come to know my password. For example, Madhu entered Madhu's password here. Because it is a shared file within the company, anybody can find my password. So what we can say, what we can do is that we can stop others to seeing my password. So how it is possible? By encrypting this password. How to encrypt my password? Here by mistake I did this one. I don't know what was it recorded. I don't know. Okay, no problem. Here we have some tools are available to encrypt the password. Where is the tool? Your tool for password encryption is available here in our QTP installable. See this one. Password encoder tool. It is available at all programs, HP QTP, tools and password encoder. Okay, let me to write that path in your running nodes. Password encoder tool. Okay, start all programs, HP QTP, tools, that's it. So here this is this one, right? So if I say that okay, what is the password for Prerna? If I enter password like Prerna, click on generate. This is the encrypted password, encrypted value for Prerna. If you enter different password, yes, it will generate differently. If I enter Mera, click on generate. This is the password for Mera. Let me to select Mercury. Mercury is the password for here for me. Mercury is the password. Click on generate. This is the Mercury password. Click on copy. To copy this encrypted password, click on copy and paste that value here in this field. So this value will be substituted here in this search secure my password location. Others cannot see this one. Okay, any question about how to use this password encoder tool? We will be using this frequently. Okay, no questions. let us run it. Up to here, what I did, any value is hard coded here, no value is hard coded. Okay, let us run this one. I am clicking run button. Oh, you see, it's asking me to save result 2. Why it is saying result 2? Because result 1 was already there. Last week, we have saved result 1 folder. We have saved that result 1. In the result 1. In result execution was saved in the result 1. That's why it is asking, it is by default, it is giving me the result 2. Okay, no problem. Click on OK. Then it will start execution. Oh, sorry, some settings I need to make it, but that's fine. newtools.demo.com is opening. Not new tools. We have to go with flight reservation only, right? Actually, you need to set some record and settings. You are already aware what is meant by record and run settings because you did practical 3 times. Okay, great. It looks like that script is executed successfully, and okay, it is failed. Why it is failed? Let us see. Login is not successful. Okay, why it is not successful? Let us see it. It is good that it is failed. If it is passed, we will not see why it is failed, right? Okay, let me to close and see what happened. Okay, first of all, let me to modify the record and run settings. In the record and run settings, I am selecting the first radio button. Okay, I am saying that a Windows application, that's fine. Click on OK. Now let us rerun it. You see here, after click on OK button, to open the flight reservation application, it takes some time. If it exceeds 20 seconds time, it will fail in general. Why 20 seconds? Why 20 seconds? Because in the file settings, there is something called run. Here, object synchronization timeout is set as 20 seconds. That means it will wait maximum of 20 seconds. After click on, if some object is not sync means after click on OK button, what happens? To see the flight reservation, to open the flight reservation, it is taking more time. If it exceeds 20 seconds, it will fail. This is the maximum wait time. 20 seconds is the maximum wait time QTP can wait to see particular object. If that particular object is not displayed within given time here, it will fail. Here Sarah is asking question. Will it be generating the same encrypted value for the same word again? I think it will generate differently second time. Okay. Now let us run it again. Before running, let me to save it. Click on run now. Oh, okay, incremental number, result file 3. Now it's trying to come. Okay, no problem. Click on OK. Now Saeem is trying to log in. You see at line number 10, you are seeing that window cursor, yellow color execution arrow is waiting. And it looks like that this time it opened in less than 20 seconds. Last time it took more than 20 seconds. That's why it failed. In case due to some reason, if your application is performing slowly, it will show it as failed. You are right, Abu. We need to save the modification. We need to set the how much time is required for you. do we need to have 20 seconds or more than 20 seconds? At the time of execution, it has taken photos also. You see, if an object exists, it's showing the photo. What happened at the time of execution? Let us discuss about results analysis. Result file analysis is one of the activity. Of course, I think we discussed this last week also, right? Okay. In the login, we set the value. Later, what value have we set? Same. Okay. Password also we set some password value, but we cannot see that password value. Later we clicked on OK button. After clicking the OK button, this flight reservation object we are able to see. Because we are able to see, we wrote that as login is successful. Here Rachana has some questions. Let me unmute Rachana. Okay, your mic is available now.
Sir, can you please go back to that QTP machine?
Yes, I did go back, and script is open here for you.
Sir, not the result one. I wanted to show something. The result.
Oh, you need the result file? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here in under login, is agent name is set text, and again in down it says agent name type. So what's the difference between set text and type?
Set text means it is ready to enter something. 1 second. Here, where is the script? Set. Set my username. It is saying that. After that, type mic tab. Mic tab. Are you able to see? Tab.
Yes.
Tab you cannot see, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's one mic tab. It is doing that one there. If you see this one result file clearly, type what is typed mic tab.
Oh, okay, okay. That's why agent name come like 2 times because of the tab.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you are welcome. Here, Sarah, one question is that those are different methods. Yes, you are right, Sarah. Okay, so we have seen this script execution. Okay, anybody any questions? We have seen very light code only so far. We will be doing heavy. We will be entering into the heavy coding in today. We will start somewhat very high coding. Lakshmi is saying that parameter values will be given at execution time. Once it is, if you click on run button, you cannot give anything. It is not a good idea to give the parameters after click on this run button. After click on run button, don't give anything. We can give it from the keyboard, but the purpose of automation, what is the purpose of automation we discussed? No babysitting. Unattended runs are required. Lights off, project run. Right? So, no manual intervention is required. So, it's not a good idea. You can give it from keyboard, no problem.
Sir, I have one more question.
Okay, go ahead.
So, sir, this is the login test, and we can run this test using different username and password, the same test, right?
Correct.
With the same coding, and just we need to, in the data table, we need to have the name, username and password, and it will take.
That's it. You know, instead of Saim now, if you enter Rachana, it will work great. If I run it now, no need to modify the code. Just modify with a value there as Rachana. That's it.
Yeah. So that is the advantage of QTP. You can run the test using different data.
That's correct. Different users also, different test data.
Yeah.
Run it. So that's why it's called a data-driven test. You know, if you wanted to log in with so many number of users, not only this user, another user, like 100 users, if you wanted to run with different sets of data, you know, it's called a data-driven test. You are supplying the data here.
Sir, so like how do we need to do, like each time do we need to click on the different username or password, or will it take automatically that 100 username and password?
Yes. It will do it. My recommendation is that before I explain that, please do the practical 3 times.
Yes.
Okay, so I will say the same answer for many questions. I would practical 3 times. This is my question. Again, prerequisite for this course is that, what is the prerequisite for this class? Practical must be completed 3 times. Otherwise, many questions will not be answered. If you do the practical 3 times, you will not ask that question. Here one question from Sarah. So situations like choosing from list box, those situations also we still need to specify the value of the list while scripting. Yes, Sarah. You know, you need to see what is your test data in a manual test case. In a manual test case, you are saying that test data like Mercury. For any test case, for any automated test case, what is the base? You need to refer the manual test case. It is mentioned like this. So whatever manual test case is doing, same thing your automation script also has to do. If you are not clear with manual test cases, send it back to the manual tester saying, hey, I am not able to understand this. If you are not able to understand the requirement of your client, who is your client? If you are a manual tester, who is your client? Sorry, you are automation tester. You are an automation tester. That means QTP tester. You are a QTP automation tester. Who is your client? Manual tester. Manual tester should be satisfied with your scripts. Why manual tester is a client for you? Because manual tester will run the scripts as a part of regression. If something is modified, some code is modified in the application, this manual tester pick relevant regression test cases and run them. If you are not able to deliver the proper script to the manual tester, your client may not be happy. If your client is not happy, your client will raise an objection. So they will pay you definitely, but you know it is within company, right? Within the company. So say same manager or different manager, that's not a problem. But it is not good. We should satisfy the customer. Okay, so we are clear with this method. Let us go to the next method. If you are clear, next method, what is the next method? And again, you see this first method we will be using in third method also. First method, supply the test data from the data table, right? This will be used in the third method. You know, shall we go to third method directly because it's interlinked, right? First and third are interlinked. So I would like to show you the third method Later we will go to the second method. Because second method you need too much of coding. Oh, is it too much of coding? Don't worry. I will make it very simple for you. You will understand at the end of the day. A very, very simple code I will give you. You need not remember anything. Okay, let us go to the third method. What is third method? Import test data from the Excel. So let me to open Excel sheet. Some people are comfortable to supply the test data from the Excel file, right? For example, you have an Excel file is like this: username, password, like this. You have some Excel sheet. Okay. So in this Excel sheet, you may be sending saving some data, like Harpreet. Harpreet is the username. Password is what is my password? Okay, let me to quickly generate the password. Oh, okay. Okay, this is the password. Click on copy. 2931. My password is 2931. Harpreet said, yeah, bank password. That's why I have entered here. So this is the Harpreet bank password, and we entered here. Okay, file save as. Okay, I'm doing the file save as Excel sheet. Where you want me to save? Somewhere in my C drive. Okay, let me to save this in C drive December folder. Okay, C drive December folder. What is that file name? Is good. Mercury test data something. Mercury test data is the file name. Excel workbook. We have so many workbooks are there. Let me to save in 2003 format. You can save in any format. That's not a problem. Let me to save in 2003 format. Oh, we are in 2013 almost. Why I have to save in 2003 or 97? 97 Excel sheet was released. Okay, still okay, no problem. It's not a problem. Compatibility. Okay. So I have saved this in my December. Yeah, I will generate this. No problem, Sarah. Before that, let me to do this one. You see, this is a 2003 format Excel sheet. This is the Mercury test data. Okay. So why I need to supply the test data from the Excel sheet? This method is okay to supply the test data from this one. What is this test data? This is a data table. I am okay, right? It is okay for you, but manual tester is not aware. Manual tester may make some mistake. While modifying this test data, if they wanted to run with different test data, manual tester, Madhu is a manual tester. Madhu is not aware of anything, not aware of much about QTP. If I enter something mistake here in this data table, it may fail. So I don't want to allow manual testers to modify anything in the QTP. You are QTP automation engineer. Oh, manual tester, don't modify anything in this one. Okay, okay, we will not modify. But I want to modify the test data. How can I do it? Okay, if you want to modify the test data, I am giving you the external Excel file. Just modify this external Excel file. That's it. QTP script will pick the data from this one and use it. Okay, it's a good deal. Automation testers gave me good deal. Deal is that they are giving me some external Excel file. If I modify that data here, QTP script will automatically pick up. So nice. Okay, I like this method. Okay, for this one, what I will do, as Sarah said, I don't want to disturb this one. I'm saving this file as a different file save as. Instead of test1, I'm likely to say that import sheet method, import sheet example. I'm saving as a different file so that your original file test1 is not disturbed. Here you have test1, right? Let me to rename this. What is this one? Data table example, right? Data table example. Original file I renamed as it's not test1. Oh, because here something is open, right? Okay. Result file I have opened, so it's not allowing me to this one. Data table example. Okay, something is locked internally. Unless I close it, okay, while uploading, I will modify it. Some locks are there because I did not close. Because I did made it as a file save as, it's not allowing me. Later we can modify it. So, okay, this is a new file. What is the file name? Import sheet example. Okay. This is misleading me. Here also I have something. Okay, let me to delete it. Sorry. Let me to delete these values. Let me to put it back to A. Double click on it. I'm putting it back to A. Similarly, password also I want to put it back. Double click B. Okay, great. You see, A and B, everything is removed here. Okay, fine. So what I am asking my manual testers, okay, enter value here, QTP will pick up. Oh, how QTP will pick up? There should be some relations, right? I need to import, I am automation tester, I need to import this into the data table first. Here if I am able to import, I can be able to pick the values. You see here I have 3 sheets are there. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. As a QTP automation engineer, what I will do? I will import the values. This is sheet. This is sheet 1. This is sheet 1. Let me to import. This is the sheet 1, right? This is the source file. This is the source file. What is the destination? This is the destination. Data table is the destination. This is the destination sheet. I have 2 sheets, global and action. My destination sheet is global. So what I will do instead? This is the source file. Sheet 1 is the source file, source sheet. Destination, this is the destination sheet. Oh, what is the code for that? I don't know. Okay, let us see that is the code in the help file. Click on help and quick test professional help. Say that import sheet. Okay, you just go through this syntax mentioned here for 2 minutes. Please go through this for 2 minutes. I will explain. Okay, so here as per syntax, now this is the code. If I don't remember, I can copy paste the code in the examples whatever I have. Or this is one of the frequently used function out of 20 functions. You can find that import sheet method. Yeah, you see here is the import sheet. So last week itself we learned 7, 8 functions. So today we are learning second function out of 20. So you are become expert in QTP now. Okay, I have copied that line. So let me to paste that. I have pasted that line of the code. Data table dot import sheet. What is my file name? C? This is there in the C drive, December. Okay, December. Click on F2 and copy this one. Mystery test data, right? Paste dot XLS. From where to where I need to copy? From sheet 1. From sheet 1, I am trying to import into the global. Does that make sense? Any question about line number 2 is okay? Okay. It's clear because we discussed this already. C drive December, it's going. Okay, fine. Before doing that, let me to close the Excel sheet. Save it. And let me to give something like breakpoint at line number 3. What is going to be breakpoint? We will discuss in future classes. Breakpoint means we will discuss more about breakpoints in future classes. That is required for debugging. If I wanted to pause the execution, pause it for some time, just place your cursor at the given line. For example, line number 3, I want to pause the execution. Place the double click on number 3. If I double click it, it will pause the execution there till I ask to go again. Okay, just I have given that. Let me to show you once again. I am double clicking on line number 3, number 3 here. Okay, number 3 I am double clicking it. Then one maroon color spot came up. That will pause there. Okay. Now let us run the script. Run it. Oh, you say result 1. Why result 1? Because it is a new script. If you wanted to pause at line number 4 also, click on line number 4 again. You can give multiple breakpoints. We will discuss breakpoints in next class. Temporarily, I have introduced breakpoint now. Okay, result 1, I want to save because it's a brand new script, right? It's a new file. Yeah, you are right. Click on OK. Now see what happens. Oh, you see, it's a paused, you know. It is not going. Line number 3, it is paused there. You see here, it is not moving. Why it is not moving? Because I asked to pause there. Where is my, this one, sorry. Where is my data table? Okay, somebody move here. Files, view data table, okay. My God. These are all due to settings. Let me to adjust these settings. Okay, so what happened? Oh, it imported values from Excel sheet to here. the value is imported, and A and B names also changed. Previously it was A and B, right? Now it is changed as username, password, and value is imported. And remaining script is same. You know, now it is reading the value from the data table. Any question? Now click on run button. If you wanted to proceed further, you know, it is paused, right? It is in pause mode. How it is authenticating the corresponding fields? How is it authenticating the corresponding fields? Because, you know, it is going to the corresponding fields will not be authenticated. Sorry, I am not clear with your question. It will be entering into the corresponding fields, right? Sorry, I don't know I did not understand your question. Click on run button now, it will go further. Okay, saying that how it mapped column A to this username. That's what your question. How it imported, right? Because you see, if you see your Excel sheet, double click on Excel sheet. This is your Excel sheet, right? What happened? It will import. It will replace this with this whatever you have. Heading. This header is replaced with row number 1. Row number 2 from the Excel is importing into here in this column, in that row. That's what it's mapping. Yeah, you are right. You know, it's username. No. Here this username is coming and replacing this one. You know, A, B, C, D values are there, right? It is replacing there. That's how it is designed. Why they designed like that? They designed like that. That is the design of the tool. There is no disadvantage with this one. Okay, let us run it once again for our better understanding. If you see the result file, let us see what it entered. What it entered, if you want to see, Harpreet is entered here. If you wanted to run with a different user, yes, you can enter a different user. It will work great. Okay, this time I wanted to enter a different user. In this one, Mercury test data is a folder. This is the Excel sheet, right? Okay, I'm saying entering Rajita. Rajita is the user. Okay, Rajita is the user, and save it and close it. Now if I run it now, it's a result 2, not result 1. Not result 1, and it's a result 2. Okay, so values are imported here. Rajita is the user and it is pausing here because I asked it to wait there. If I wanted to run further, click on run. If I wanted to instead go move further, then click on run. It will move. Okay, if you feel that this is very hard for you, yes, then you need to practice the tutorial multiple times. 3 times practical it is required. However, if you are applying for a manual tester, this class is not required. As I said, first 3 days. Last week we had 3 classes for manual testers, right? QTP related to QTP program. Whatever up to what level a manual tester need to know QTP, that was already explained last week. That is enough if you are a manual tester. From tomorrow onwards, we will go in deep into the coding. I think for some of you guys it is already flying away, but nice to know full coding to beat the competition. Yeah, if it is interesting, that's good. You know, we are on the right track. I don't like coding, frankly speaking. I don't like coding. I want it to be a fault finder. If I am a good fault finder, I will get good pay. Find more defects, be the best tester. Okay, anybody, any questions on this one? We have discussed about two methods, and the third method is that we'll have some introduction for third method, and we'll continue tomorrow. Third method is that read test data from external. This is okay. So next method is read test data from external Excel file. Okay, how I can read same style, similar style. Okay, let me to save this test case as third method. Okay, this is second method we already mentioned. File save as. Third method. What is the third method? Third method is that yeah, external file should be Excel or Notepad or anything it will read. It's not a problem. Excel is easy. Excel is easy to do it. It can be a PDF also, yeah. You are right, Harpreet. But you need to modify a little bit of coding. Excel, the method whatever I have shown is good for Excel. Okay, what is the third method? Read test data. Yeah. Read test data from Excel example. Okay, now light modification in this one. So I am explaining three methods. Which one is good for you? As a QTP automation engineer, which is good? Yeah, either 2 or 3. You know, normally either 2 or number 3 will be used. Sometimes based on the situation, we will be using either 2 or 3. When we will go for 2, when we go for 3, we will discuss that later. But first of all, we should be aware of the different methods available. The methods, whatever I am explaining, these are all very practical methods. You know, real time, this is the way of doing QTP coding. The tutorial, whatever you have done practical, that is meant for just a very, very basic tutorial, good for manual testers, not the QTP automation testers. In general, many people explain that tutorial only. This tutorial, whatever I have shared, only this only will be explained by many people in the classes. But I don't want to do it. You know, this is already well documented. Anybody can do practice. You know, by getting this copy, anybody can be able to do practical. You know, this is not your goal. Your goal is that you wanted to settle as a QTP automation engineer, right? If that is the case, this tutorial is not enough. If your goal is to clear QTP certification, this is not enough. This tutorial is not enough. Okay, we have to know much more details. We will be covering everything in our 5 weeks class. Okay, tomorrow we will continue with next method for read test data from Excel. Anybody, any questions?
Sir, I have a question. Like the method which we have just discussed, import test data. We are importing the data from Excel, and read test data, we want to import any data, just it will read?
No, directly we can read it, no import. No import, directly read and substitute in the script. We will discuss that tomorrow.
Oh, yes, sir. But just one question, sir. I mean, Which is the fast method between these two, read or import?
Okay, nowadays we have very good RAM machines are available. You know, all computers are coming with 8 gig RAM and 12 gig RAM like that. Is a fraction of seconds difference is there. Millions, 1 millionth of the second difference. It's not a problem. Both are almost same.
Okay, but I think they use for different situation, I guess.
Yeah, based on our functionality, based on test case condition, we have to use it. We'll discuss that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Any other questions? Okay.